It started before I was ready. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Drey Drey. This is my childhood nickname and it's really stuck with me, so we're gonna keep going down that route. So you can call me Drey Drey. Currently, I'm in my teal office slash craft room. I am filming this video because I wanted to share a little bit about myself, about my background. Let's start off with the ethnicity question. I don't know if people are gonna ask this, but I thought I'd share. My mom is from Taiwan and my dad's from Hong Kong, and they met in school in Taiwan. So we speak Mandarin in our household because people in Taiwan speak Mandarin, people in Hong Kong speak Cantonese, and we just speak Mandarin in the household. And this is the bridge to my next topic, which is one of my biggest hobbies is language learning. So my first language is Mandarin Chinese. This is my native language, mother tongue. One time I asked my mom really seriously. I was like, "Mom, what was my first language? What did you speak to me in?" And she was like, "Bro, I've always spoke to you in Mandarin, your mother tongue's Mandarin." And I was like, "Interesting." I was like, "Really?" I was just so because I'm very fluent speaking wise, but I can't read or write. So I'm like, "Are you sure this was my first language?" But yeah. I'm gonna speak some very accented Mandarin, but let's go. 大家好，我的名字是肖美森，今年24岁，我是美国人，现在住加州。我的家人，我们都会家里会讲国语。然后呢，爸爸是香港人，然后呢，妈妈是台湾人。然后呢，可能就是2000s 移民到美国。So yeah, that is my Mandarin. Very ABC. Next language is English because I grew up in America. And then third language is Korean because I need to learn to speak to my oppa. That's not actually why I learned Korean. I learned Korean because there was the scholarship opportunity I learned about in college that would be a study abroad to learn a target language, and I wanted to apply to the program for Korean, but it was really competitive and you needed it to learn a year of Korean before you went. So I signed up for the classes, got rejected from the scholarship, and was like, "You already signed up for the class, so you might as well just learn Korean." And I'm really glad that experience pushed me to just start learning Korean, or else I would have kept making an excuse for myself. So yeah, my third language is Korean. I'll try to speak some Korean now. 안녕하세요. 저는 어주입니다. 저는 24살이에요. 미국 사람이에요. 한국말 잘 못해요. 그리고 I haven't practiced in a while, so I don't have a lot more to say in Korean, but that is the intro you're getting for today. And then the fourth language I'm picking up is Japanese. So, what was it? Hajimemashite, watashi wa Audrey desu. Shushin wa San Francisco desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Yeah. So, those are the four languages that I speak. I got to more of an intermediate level in Korean before I started picking up Japanese, so I don't really get them confused really because they're pretty separate. They have similar grammar structure, but to me I still compartmentalize them as different languages with different cultures, so it doesn't really get mixed up. So yeah, I speak 4 languages because I think that's a good way for me to be less introverted and be less shy and to push myself to speak to more people. A story that I want to share about my language learning journey is that, so I think around 2023 I went to Koreatown in LA with a friend, and the server was serving us, and then she spoke like a little bit of Korean to us, and like I understood, but I couldn't speak Korean back. And I just felt so frustrated with myself because I was like, I understand her, but I can't respond. And I felt so embarrassed. And like, I just wanted to be able to speak so badly. And so like this past, I think 3 months ago, I went to like LA again. And I was in like, we went to a Korean restaurant. And this time I was like, no matter what, like Monjokun, like I'm gonna speak Korean. Like I'm gonna be one of those people who goes to the restaurant and like stuns people with their, like the white men who go in the Chinese restaurant and stuns people with their Mandarin. I was like, that will be me, but with Korean. And so even though my Korean wasn't good and I was like 감사합니다 in a very like accented way, I was like, I'm doing it. Like the audacity needs to be there. And so this time around, I did speak to the waiter and I did ask for things, and I left the restaurant being like, good job. Even though it wasn't even the best Korean in the world. Sometimes I didn't even know what the server was asking me, but at least I tried. And that day I left the restaurant being like, I feel good about myself, because I set out to do that and I accomplished that, and I was like, whoa, I can achieve the things that I set out to do. And so yeah, that's been my language learning journey. Another thing that I wanted to share is that like something that's really helpful for me with language learning is watching a lot of TV and listening to a lot of music. Those are the best ways to learn. Then you can like pick up on accent and like tone and like cadence and rhythm, like how people speak. I also, another unhinged way I think of it, because I'm a theater kid at heart, is like each time I speak a language, I'm like, this is a new role that I need to put on, and like I need to pretend that I'm like from that country and I'm speaking that language like native. That's kind of helpful. Or like kind of mimicking an accent when you like hear people speak. But yeah, if you dream it and you take actions to it and you believe it, you can achieve it. So that is my language learning journey. The next thing I wanted to share is my exercise journey. So I've been going to the gym for like a year, and it has been life-changing and it has been great. I think I like got bullied out of enjoying physical activity as a young girl. So it made it really hard for me to want to do anything related to physical activity, because like people would be really like rude to me if I wasn't good at sports when I was a kid. And so that made me like never want to touch sports at all. But now that I'm an adult and I go to the gym, I'm like, this is the best thing ever. So definitely recommend. And then the third thing I wanted to share that I really enjoy is crafts, arts and crafts. As you can tell from my craft room, that's something I really enjoy doing. So yeah, that is all I wanted to share for today. My favorite hobbies and interests, and kind of like TV shows. I think another video I'm super excited to share is to probably do videos about like the TV shows I like, the movies I like, maybe something in that regard. But yeah, this is my little intro bit. That is me. This is Drey Drey. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.